Today on Instagram, Sean Strickland, former UFC champion, current UFC fighter, called out a UFC promoter for being a groomer and a sex predator. And it apparently had something to do with people at a gym he trained at. So he did his research, from what I understand, reached out to the actual victim, got their permission to even address this stuff on social media. He brought a lot of facts, and he tagged the guy in the Instagram post as well. So naturally, I clicked on the tag. I go on his page and I see that he has all types of pictures up with Dana White, Joe Rogan, plenty of UFC fighters, and other celebrities. Now, I'm not saying they knew about his character and the type of things he did to some of his victims. And also, I'm not saying they condoned any of that stuff, right? But I will use an example like the Jerry Sandusky situation at Penn State football, where plenty of other people knew of his behavior, including the offensive coordinator, Mike McQueary, and the head coach, Joe Paterno. And clearly they all just swept it under the rug for the price of victory, essentially, right? And to be honest with you, the reason I even made a video about this is because that's just a pattern I notice in this world. People are willing to turn a blind eye to these type of evil acts as long as they could either benefit from this person in some type of way or whatever the case may be. But yeah, people don't really speak up. So I do give credit to Sean Strickland in this case. I know he does a lot of weird things on Instagram. Sometimes he comes off as a bully and all that. But in this particular situation, he stood up to the dude. The guy claimed to threaten him with a lawsuit, all that good stuff. He still spoke out about it. And he came with some hard facts. I'll tell you from personal experience of being in prison, right? Of course, in prison, everybody claims that, oh, if you're a sex offender, you can't do this, you can't do that. And look, for the most part, sex offenders definitely stay in their lane. Like, they ain't walking around the prison yard acting all tough or any of that stuff. They definitely try to pick their spots, like to get on the phone all quiet without bothering somebody and things of that nature. But I'll also tell you that I've been in prison for 9 years, and none of these dudes were really out there putting their hands on them like that. Yeah, I've seen dudes like talk crazy to sex offenders, but for the most part, none of these dudes were ready to go to the hole about it or any of that kind of stuff. I went to the hole a couple times for putting my hands on child molesters. Only a couple times I got in trouble for it. I've done it multiple times without getting caught, obviously. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to make this video because a lot of people should be ashamed of themselves, in my opinion. I don't have any evidence. I'm not saying there was all these people in on it, but at the end of the day, if you're a celebrity like Joe Rogan or Dana White, I don't know. I'd like to believe that you know about certain things going on and the people you bring around you. At least specific people, not like a fan, obviously, coming to get an autograph, but people you have close relationships with. And to be fair, Sean Strickland made a great point. Nobody's even talking about this stuff on any type of social media. No journalism going on about it. Everyone's just sweeping it under the rug. Sad world we live in.